Good morning, everyone. Yeah, we were discussing about greedy methods. Um, so yesterday in the end we were discussing about if you are asked to buy a smartphone in 15,000 rupees, like basic features phone should have. Um, you can consider this as basic feature. My question is, can you apply greedy method for this task? To buy the smartphone, can we apply greedy technique, any of the greedy technique? Or in reality, when you have to buy a phone in your real life, or knowingly or unknowingly, do you apply greedy technique? That too nowadays, we buy it online. A lot of shopping portals are there. Uh, I don't know. Most of the people they will look for offers itself. If you buy through the HDFC card, you will get this much offer. ICICI. So is it a greedy method? Whatever we do for shopping, is it greedy technique? Some kind of, not particularly. It is following that algorithm itself. Is it any kind of greedy method you are applying? Are you trying to optimize the, see, most of the things what we are doing daily, it will be related to one or the other algorithms which you are studying. Okay. Only thing is we will not be able to relate them to our day-to-day task. So if you are asked to buy a car, see, or a two-wheeler, okay, scooter or a car, the things that we keep in mind, what kind of fuel it is. Is it electric or petrol? What mileage it gives? What is the engine capacity, 1000 cc or 100 cc or 150 cc? And which company it is? Is it SUV or sedan type of car? What is the availability of the service if you buy the vehicle? These are the few basic things that we will keep in our mind when we are about to buy a two-wheeler or a four-wheeler. Again, uh, like simply you go and buy any vehicle, like you want a car or something, and you will just go and buy it. Or see, we will do a lot of analysis, feature analysis, comparisons. Okay, in our budget, it should fit in. Simply, no one will go and buy it. Okay, so a lot of things you do in the background, um, and somewhere these things, like you can relate them to our algorithm or this technique. Okay, and we will be doing that unknowingly. We will be doing the same task. See, these are just two examples. Okay, you just look around your daily day-to-day activities. So many things we will be doing, which will be there, which uh, on which you will be studying in your subjects. Okay, technically, software is nothing but it is a piece of like code, which is which will help us to improve our day-to-day activities. Whatever software we create, the main purpose is that itself. It should ease our day-to-day activity, the way we do business. It should help. It should improve. It should support. Okay, that is software. Software is nothing. Uh, that is what you should keep in mind. If you have some idea, if you want to build a software, okay, how it will be different from others, or how it will help a normal person. Okay, your software, how it can contribute to the society. See, you have to think in that perspective. A lot of problems are still not yet addressed. Okay, a lot of opportunities are there when we talk about uh, software industry. That is why it is still in the booming phase. A lot of opportunities are there for you people also. Only thing is you need to keep your eye open. You have to see what is coming, what is needed. See, whatever software people are building right now, everything is built to Western lifestyle. Okay, everything. whatever is available in the software industry, it is from Western countries itself, because they have started building software and they are way ahead of us, and we are just following those things. Nothing is built particularly for us, for Indians. Okay, in that aspect, you should think. Uh, iPhone, like the hardcore design of the iPhone itself is rooted to America. Okay, um, its design is meant for lazy people itself. They have made it like Americans are lazy. Okay, for that reason, the iPhone was designed like that, and we are using it their features. We are using it. You just compare all those things. Everything is from there only. So you can think in this aspect of it. One more example we shall see for greedy technique, that is job sequencing with the deadline. Job sequencing with deadline means uh, there are 5 jobs which has to be completed on a machine. Okay, and you are like assume you have this machine and 5 jobs are there on hand. You have to complete these 5 jobs, and deadline is given for each job. Okay, 2 units of deadline for each job, and machine can perform 1 unit at one time. Assume that machine starts at 9 a.m. Okay, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. one job it can process. Okay, so which job has to be done at that time? See, job 3 has got the deadline of 1 hour. It has to be finished in the first hour itself. Job 1 and job 2 are should be finished at the second hour. See, it is not that it requires 2 hours. Deadline is don't think that deadline means this job requires 2 hours. It is not that it requires 2 hours. Deadline is such that at the second hour it should be over this job. Okay, like see, for assignments and test, daily we give deadline in Google Classroom, and 90% of you won't follow it. Okay, deadline means deadline. You have to submit it within deadline means you have to submit it within deadline. I don't know, like whether you intentionally want to submit it after deadline. See, according to the rules, your assignment should not be considered. See, that option is also there. Okay, if you submit it after deadline, it should not be considered. We can set it in the Google Classroom itself, but we are not doing it. Understand? See, deadline means deadline. This job with this deadline means at the second hour it has to be finished. Okay, before 10 p.m. you have to submit the assignment. You have to submit it. Just because it is taking it afterwards, also don't like. All are so negligible, negligent. Uh, some will submit even after 1 hour and 1 day. Okay. Anyhow, like if classes were going on the regular basis, not on the in the offline mode, those things would have been more serious. Now, just we are giving you some relaxation. So here, what I'm saying is, deadline 2 means job 1 has to be completed at the second hour itself, not after that. Okay, not after that. J2 also, before 2, not after that. J3, at the first hour itself, not after that. So J4 can be completed at third hour, J5 also at the third hour. So job sequencing with the deadline. This is the task. You have to find out the sequence of the jobs that you will complete on this machine, which can process only 1 unit at a time, one job at a time. Is it clear? So you can, in any combination you take, you can just complete 3 tasks, 3 jobs. Okay, after third deadline, after second deadline, these two won't work. After first deadline, this job will not work. After third deadline, these two will not work. So only in 3 hours or 3 units, you have to complete 3 jobs, and you have to find out the sequence of these 3 jobs. Which jobs you will be doing in the sequence, in what sequence you will be doing. So if I ask you now, what you will say, which one you will complete first among these 5 jobs? Which one you will complete first, second, and third? What should be the sequence? 5 jobs are there. You have to tell me the sequence. What should be the sequence? What should be the sequence? 5 jobs, deadlines are given. Fast, reply fast. See, simple. Don't apply any technique or anything. By just seeing that, you have to tell how you will approach. See, obviously, when you see the table, it is clearly showing that job 3 has to be done first, because first deadline. After one deadline, it will not be allowed to do that. Okay, so first everyone will think that first we shall do 3, and then you can either do J1 or J2. So which one you will select among these two? When you are thinking about these 2 jobs, this has got highest profit, so you can consider as 1, J3, J1, and at the third deadline, you can do either J5 or J4, and you can do at J4. Yeah, I know that most of you are waiting to join the meeting. They will not be allowed. Okay, class starts at 8:25, and I'm just observing till 8:45. People will be joining, and they will be leaving the meeting. Okay, tell them all. See, I waited till 8:35, and then I logged the meeting. There has to be some discipline, all right. Just because I'm lenient doesn't mean that you can do whatever you want. Okay, Shreyas, inform everyone. Those who are outside the meeting, they will not be allowed. 8:25 means 8:25. You have to be online. Okay, you are not. Now you can't even say that gate was closed, railway gate was closed, or the bus is late. Okay, you can't even give that reason here. And it is not even 6:30 or 7:30 class. Okay. So obviously, first deadline J3 we will select. Second, J1 or J2, any one of these 2 things you can pick. But we will select J1 because it has got highest profit. It will give us highest profit. So J3, J1, and J4. Is it clear? But if you follow this approach, what is the profit you will get? 10 plus 20, 30, and 35. So you will get only 35. See, we are talking about greedy method. Greedy method means I will still think more, like I want more profit. 35 is not enough. So is there any other possibility of job sequence here which you can follow, which will lead us to more profit? Any other technique if you use, can we increase that profit? If you follow this order, J3, J1, and J4, you will get 35 profit. But I am thinking to increase that profit with the same machine with 1 unit. I'm thinking of the, see, 0 to 1 hour, you can execute one job. 1 to 2, you can execute another job. 2 to 3, you can execute another job. I have 3 slots here. Okay, I have 3 slots here. Now I have to think at each slot which job I have to execute. Obviously, among 5 jobs, you can execute only 3 jobs. So machine slots, 3 slots are available. How we are going to do? First, arrange this table in the decreasing order of the profit. So it's already arranged. See, in exam, or in whatever order they give, you just write down the task in this decreasing order. Here it is already there in the decreasing order, no need to worry. First, I will take up job 1. Okay, job 1, profit is 20 and deadline is 2. See, this is the job with highest profit. So I don't want to miss this job. I want to execute this job at any cost because it has got highest profit. We have already arranged this in the decreasing order, means obviously this is the highest profit, first job. So what I will do is it can be executed at deadline 2. So I will put it at this slot, 1 to 2 slot. Job 1 I will take and it can be executed. It can wait for one slot. So what I will do is I will put it at the second slot. Next, we shall come to job 2. And when you see the job 2, its profit is the second highest profit in the given list. Okay, second highest profit. And it also has got the deadline of 2. See, deadline is 2. It doesn't mean that you can't execute it before second unit. Okay, this is the deadline. This is not the compulsion that you have to execute it at the second part itself. Are you understanding? This is the deadline. It's not compulsion. So what I will do is I will put the job 2 in the first slot itself. Is it clear? Deadline is 2, but I will not care about the deadline because we can finish it even before 1 itself. And why I will take this up is this is the second highest profit I am going to get. So I don't want to miss this profit. So I will give it the first slot itself. So let it execute at the first slot. So at the 0 to 1 slot, we will execute job 2. Then we will come to job 3. When you come to job 3, its deadline was 1. Now at the first deadline, we have given it to job 2. So this deadline is 1. We cannot execute job 3. Is it clear? We cannot execute job 3. We will skip this because its deadline is over. Then we will come to job 4 and its deadline is 3. Profit is 5. So what I will do is I will take job 4 and I will allocate it to the third slot. Is it clear? Have you understood? So this is the sequence J2, J1 and J4. Earlier we thought J3, J1 and J4 should be the sequence just by observing it manually. So if you do it technically, sequence is J2, J1 and J4. And now if you see the profit, what is the profit? 20 plus 15. It is 35 plus 5, 40. Okay. See, next question is, can it be order J1, J2 and J4? Job sequence. See, next question is obviously, can it be in the order J1, J2 and J4? Can it be in that order? See, obviously it can be the order, but we have followed some technique. For that reason, it came to this place. Okay. Even you can execute J1, J2 and J4. Profit will be same, 40. Okay. But we have followed some technique based on which J1 has come to the second slot and J2. See, we were not knowing when I was executing this job 1, I was not knowing that there is one task which deadline is 2. Okay. So according to the algorithm, there is an algorithm. So based on that algorithm, I did this. So it came to this sequence. Okay. Yeah, it can be J1, J2 and J4. If you like, now the tasks are simple, like only few jobs are there. If you observe, you can see that it can be in that order also. That's also possible. So this is better than this sequence is better than J3, J1 and J4, which we thought before. Their profit was only 35. Here profit is 40. Is it clear? That is what we were talking about, greedy. We will be trying to maximize the profit, whatever we are getting. Okay, optimization. Whatever it is, we are trying to optimize the benefit out of it. So the algorithm is as follows. Just see the algorithm. Deadline algorithm takes the input deadline. Okay, deadline for each job and number of jobs. Okay, deadline of I, that is deadline of any job, it should be greater than 1. Okay, it must be greater than 1 and less than n. Deadline should not be more than number of jobs. Are you understanding? That is the conditions. And n should be greater than 1. And jobs are ordered like, as I said, decreasing order of the profit. You should order the jobs. Okay. And when you, at the termination, deadline of job 1 should be less than or equal to deadline of job n plus 1. That is in this order. Sequence, job sequence, once you get the final sequence, its deadline should be less than or equal to. Okay, less than or equal to is there. So it should be in this order at the termination. So initialize deadline d of 0 first. We are initializing it to 0. Next, job 1 is equal to 1. Okay, some variables we are taking. Okay, see, while loop is there. See the first condition, while deadline of j of r means, what is r value? R value is right now is 0, 1. Okay, deadline of job 1 means this one. Deadline of job 1 is 2. If it is greater than deadline of I value is 2. Okay, if it is greater than this one, that is deadline of this one is greater than this one, and deadline of job, okay, that then, and one more condition is there, deadline of job, or that is deadline of this is not equal to r. What is r value? R value is again 1. Then do r is equal to r minus 1. So we have not arrived at this condition. This is the we are at the first condition. So in the first condition, this condition becomes true. And what we will do is, see, j value, it was 1. We have incremented it at the end of this iteration, I am saying. And we'll put this deadline, this job at the second location. Okay, inside this loop, it will happen. Or I will just explain it, how the algorithm works. I will explain it with this table. Okay, it is very confusing. So many variables they have taken, I, J, K, R, and all. So I will just explain here. Okay, we have considered job 1, and this will be the slot allocated to it. Here we'll get that slot for the job 1. Okay, and solution is like sequence. What we are saying is we, according to our algorithm, solution is J1 we are executing first, and profit we are getting out of it is 20. Next, according to the algorithm, we'll take the job 2. Okay, and slot allotted to that is 0 to 1. For J1 we have allotted slot 1 to 2. For J2 we are allotting the slot 0 to 1. And sequence will be first job 1 executed and then job 2. Profit is this. Next we will come to 3. Okay, its deadline is less than this one. Okay, so it's already over. Its deadline is less than this one. So no slot is assigned for that. Solution is just J1 and J2. This is the sequence we have followed. Profit also won't change. And when we come to job 4, so one more slot will be allocated, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3. That is the slot that will be allocated for job 4. And its sequence is J1, J2, and J3. Not J3, it should be J4. Okay, your mistake. It should be J4. And profit is this much. And again, when we come to 5, okay, that for loop runs for n number of times. We'll check for this also. Slot is not assigned. Solution is only J1, J2, and J3. Profit is that one. Okay, this is about job sequencing with all of you mark your attendance. Job sequencing with deadline. Uh, See, in exam also, like they will not ask this algorithm. Only thing is they will give you one table, or they will give you in a statement profits and its associated deadline for particular jobs. Uh, you just try to solve it using this table, and there is no lab program also based on this. Okay, only thing is you should be careful while allotting the jobs to the particular slots. Okay. Uh, yeah. Thank you. Uh, Next topic we shall continue in the next class.